onions, Beth?
Yeah.
Having fun?
No.
My name is Bob. I'm 62 years old. When we first moved in here 29 years ago, actually things were basically pretty much in order. You know, you could walk around, you could do things. Things were pretty well picked up. And then having the 4 kids, things just kept kind of building up. It became more difficult to keep up with things. So you just set something down and go about your merry way, and then it's still sitting there when you bring the next thing to sit down.
I'm Betsy, and Bob is my husband, and in a very short while we'll be married 30 years. He would even kind of brag when he was living by himself before we got married, before we had children, how he could just pick up and go and be all organized and on time.
I could move at the drop of a hat. Everything was neat, orderly. I knew just what I had. It all fit in the pickup truck and away we'd go.
I guess you kind of adapt and you kind of get used to the clutter around the house and you walk around it or walk over it.
My name is Christina and I am Bob Sr.'s daughter-in-law. I guess he's in denial about how bad things are. I don't think he realizes that people don't live like that, that he doesn't have to live like that there is a different path, a different choice.
Some time ago, some bed bugs have gotten into our house. With the clutter, they find a lot of places to hide, and it's very hard to find all the places that they hide and to get rid of them.
They may have started as long ago as 2 or 3 years ago, but we didn't realize what we had, and then it was very light, and we weren't particularly bothered by them. Just once occasionally you'd wake up itching or something. We haven't been sleeping in the house for probably 6 or 7 weeks, roughly. It was actually comfortable out there, and some people go all over the country and spend hundreds and thousands of dollars just to go camp out and sleep in a tent. The family enjoys that and enjoys going camping.
We couldn't sleep in the house. Yeah. This seems like our only choice to sleep. The place I really want to sleep is in my room.
Hi, Bob. Thank you. Liz Moore. Nice to meet you.
Me too.
I'm Dr. Elizabeth Moore. I'm a clinical psychologist specializing in anxiety disorders and compulsive hoarding.
This is the storeroom, part of the living room.
Okay, all right. So this is where
Yep.
family things happen, or what are you using this room for at the moment?
At the moment, it's sucking things into it and collecting them.
Okay. Bob's mother lived through the Depression, and as a result, he learned from her that it's very important to save things and plan for the future.
That is actually a door there,
Oh,
a good
Okay.
usable door.
yeah. Was this something you brought in with the intention of using it in a project, and it just kind of
Yes.
turned into a
Yes.
table?
How did you know?
Is that another door over here?
The downside is that Bob may be looking so far forward that he actually compromises his family's well-being and quality of life in the present.
If something would have happened with the kids, I would have felt awful. Why didn't I do something? Why didn't we bring them to our house? I mean, you don't want to break up their home, their house. You don't want to take the kids out of normal, but it's not normal.
I want to sleep here again because my mattress, I get it all to myself and I have room to roll around. It's easier to get asleep.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, thank you.
I just never was a nagger. So I would tell him how I feel, but I guess I've just come to accept that that's how he is. It's definitely something in the top of my prayers that someday that could change. You know, am I not being aggressive enough to really let him know how I feel? Probably not.
Hi there.
I'm Geraldine Thomas, and I'm a certified professional organizer. So, Bob, this looks like I'm entering into, what room is this? Having a family sleep in a tent in cold weather due to pests infesting your home. There's nothing normal about that.
We can't really go to bed here. I already got bitten by a tick once, but not a Lyme disease one.
It's not that the kids are sheltered. They know that people don't live like that. I just don't think they realize that they don't have to live like that.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Bob and Betsy, are you ready?
Yes.
Big day in your life, right? Is anybody nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're here to be really gentle. We're not here to, we're here to help and be supportive. And we know that this is really difficult. Who's ready?
All of us.
Let's go. My plan for today is to get Bob up and moving and keep the momentum. So once he's in action, to keep him in action.
That's good. If you can put that with some of the other caulk that was in the other room. How's Betsy doing, all right?
Yep, she's doing well. She's in the kitchen sorting through some things. It was important for us to see Betsy's take on things. And so we asked her to give us a tour of the house, to look at some of the rooms and understand how things got, how they got.
It's very frustrating for me because I feel like he gets it to functional and he doesn't care about the rest of it. Why even bother trying to keep things clean or to try to keep up with everything that he brings in the house?
You feel that you're on the bottom of his priority list?
Yeah.
Bob doesn't think he needs help, but he is doing it because he knows Betsy's upset. I really think we need to keep putting his children's health and safety and his marriage in front of him.
It's important for her to be able to feel heard after all these years and see if we can get Bob and Betsy to communicate through this process and understand each other's perspectives so that they can move forward as a more cohesive team.
It's never just about the clutter and the stuff we're hauling out of here. It's about deeper issues and some of them much more meaningful. So now I want to head into the bathroom with you.
You mean the tool shed?
So?
Well, I don't want tools or wood or whatever else is in there except for what belongs in there, what belongs in a bathroom.
If you had to estimate how unhappy this room makes Betsy, what would your number be, 1 to 10?
9 at least.
9 at least. Okay, this is the part where I'm going to push a little harder for the day. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay, let's get the guys in here to get the lumber started. I'm going to get out of your way. Is every single piece of this wood necessary?
It's all necessary. It's all good. Hand saws for down cellar.
That's a lot of saws, Bob. Do you need to hang on to all of those?
We'll see.
It looks like some of these are pretty well recycled. Are these what-if decisions or are these actual
I've still got some more
plans?
windows to put in. Yeah.
So is it worth the space that the wood is
Oh,
going to take
definitely.
up? Seems like you have a lot of wood.
Well, I'm getting rid of a lot too.
Are you? Okay, but are you keeping a lot?
Just what I need.
Just what you
I
need?
know I'm going to use.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I think tomorrow is going to be more difficult for Bob. I don't believe that we'll be able to clean everything out enough to be able to really address the bed bug problem the way it needs to be addressed.
It doesn't matter that it's sealed.
Mm-hmm.
It's cardboard, they can crawl in, they lay eggs, they will hatch.
We take these, double bag them, and then put them away very securely somewhere.
Is there any item in this room that could be worth putting your family at risk? The bottom
it's
line.
not worth the risk. It's still just kind of.
We needed to make a decision, and the obvious decision is we want peace, safety, joy, and health in the household.
The little boys were sitting in the car, literally watching stuff from their room start to come out, and I just don't think that they were quite prepared for it. I'm like, Sam, what's most important to you? And he goes, my cars. Don't throw away my cars. We'll do what we can.
Yeah, we'll get the information about it to make sure that it's safe. If there's any way we can make it safe, it sounds
Okay.
like.
Okay. I don't know that they were super prepared for what they were going to see, and that's one of the reasons why we've been keeping them away.
Okay, just be careful of the wood floor stuff. Those have been done up.
When you're telling them to be careful of the wooden floor,
Yeah.
what does this tell you about being careful
Well,
of
the
the wooden?
paper's okay. It was the shovel scraping on the edge.
But this is okay?
Well,
We are right now racing against the clock. We have less than half a day left.
I think that there's a lot that still needs to be done. There's a lot of places where the bed bugs can be hiding, and I think it might be a bit disappointing for everyone to hear what the exterminator might have to say for us.
Bob,
Yep.
time is up.
and I'm almost done here.
The exterminator
on
is
this.
here,
Yep.
and now we will learn whether it's been decluttered enough to have treatment for the bed bugs.
Betsy, is it okay if we interrupt you for a minute? The exterminator is here. Jim is going to take a look around. We'll give him a little tour.
Now, Jim, this is the room that started a crisis this morning for us.
Our 7-year-old's very attached to the little die-cast metal cars. Most of those are all still in the container. So the question or concern is that was one thing we didn't want to have him have to give up.
Yeah, if they're still sealed in the plastic, you're fine.
How about the cardboard on the outside?
You'll be fine.
We will.
Yeah.
I just saw a giant sigh of relief, Bob.
You heard it here, you saw it here.
Okay, with that good news, let's keep moving. We really want to move this family back in their house. So Jim, what we need from you now is a yes or no. Do you think this is a job that you can do?
Yes, we can exterminate right now.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Your hard work paid off.
When we first came here, there was clutter, piles of stuff all over the place. And now the inside is clean. It's amazing the transformation. I feel very good about being able to exterminate in the house. We'll be able to do it 100%.
The family have been very, very supportive through all of it, even, before the help started. And they're here now, and they've never been judgmental, and it's been very good. Very, very good to have them here. Thanks.
I heard you crying in the hallway.
I don't need a lot of this stuff and the collecting and the clutter, the hoarding. I don't need it.
We're looking forward to being able to spend, all our time, day and evening, in the home with the family and have people over now and entertain them and, build relationships again.
I tried to assess today what Bob's thoughts were on how this happened. And I didn't get the sense that he thought the situation was extreme. I think he may have thought that, yeah, they were falling behind on a few things, that some projects needed to get done, but it wasn't that bad, that they could make do, and I think they would continue making do with the situation.
The bed bugs, if we hadn't had them, I don't know if things would have just coalesced and happened like they did. What a way to look at that.
This is the first step in the new beginning of Bob and Betsy and the kids. Most importantly, the kids.
I'm exhausted. I really am. My body is exhausted, but I am also extremely excited and elated about what was done.